Antique stores are just so fun to walk through and look over all of these. But over here I found this Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker animated movie, and then next to that was a Rocksmith game for $7. And I just recently... Hey everyone, it's Austin and we are back with another episode of my $10 Nintendo Collection series. We're back with another week of game hunting, looking for some items to flip, along with some great Nintendo titles to add to our collection. To start off this episode, I really don't have anything to go over. It's been really cold outside. We're in the single digits up here in the Midwest. Not the most encouraging weather to go out and do some game hunting. There's been a lot of news in the other side of the country though, in California. I've been seeing all this news about the fires that have been spreading all over the Palisades. Prayers to all the people and the families that have lost their homes up there. I've been seeing this on the news for like the longest now. I was fortunate enough to visit the Palisades and the Malibu area 2 years ago, and it was so beautiful and a nice area to go for vacation. And it's been so crazy to see the footage after all of the fire and damage has been done. Really hope things take a more positive turn over there. Back to this collection though, we're ready for another fun week of game hunting. Let's jump into our collection and get into these updates. Here at the game showcase, and we just made 2 sales. First one's going to be way down here. It's going to be this Skylander Portal, Traptanium Portal for the Xbox 360. This one sold for $21, and we got it for around $2 or $3. Second item we sold is a game, and it's going to be this Resident Evil 5 on the PlayStation 4. This one sold for $16.50, and we got it for around $1. And we got 2 quick sales. The first item is going to be this DVD right here, this Dune Steel booklet. We sold this for around $14 and picked it up for about $3 at a thrift store. The second item we sold is going to be right here, this Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock on the PlayStation 3. This one sold for $16.50 and got it for about $2 at a game store. Gonna get these packaged and shipped. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to our game fund. For our first visit, we're checking out the Antiques and Uniques store today. And for those of you who have been following my channel, you may remember that I do have a glass case in this antique store. And I pretty much just put a lot of my lower end games in here, selling games for around $5 to $10. It's been a while since I've actually given an update, but I really have been slacking on refilling and restocking this case up. I still get around $200 in sales each month, which is what I pretty much aim for. But I'm also here at the store just to browse around and look to see if I can find some good video game deals. Sometimes some vendors do put out some video games for pretty cheap. Taking a peek at my buddy Tim's glass case over here, and he's done a really good job decorating this case. He's got a good assortment of stuff, and definitely did want to pick up some stuff from him just to support. He's got a couple of Nintendo games and some that I might be interested in. Below there he's got some PlayStation games and a decent selection as well. He keeps his prices very low, which is great, and a couple of Xbox games. But also wanted to show you guys all these cool little items that he's got in his booth. A lot of toys and collectibles. So I ended up coming away with a couple of games. We got this Shrek 2 on the GameCube, a big childhood favorite of mine, and it would be awesome to have this on the GameCube, and it is complete as well. He's got it for $12. And then the second game is this Captain America Super Soldier. Big fan of Marvel movies and superheroes, and never owned this game. There were a couple other glass cases that focused a lot on Star Wars action figures and toys, and this one looked pretty cool. I didn't see this case here before, so it must be new. Also got these small figures along with that Frieza figure back there. Antique stores are just so fun to walk through and look over all of these, vintage items and toys. Over here in this booth though, I found some video games on this shelf, and these were some lower end games, but after checking out the prices, they actually were pretty cheap. They had this Naruto game for $2. Absolutely worth a pickup. And then they had a ton of Assassin's Creed games, which I'm actually a big fan of Assassin's Creed. You got Black Flag right here. I've already got this on the Xbox One, but a really fun game. And most of these games were priced around $3. And then this game right here, I was debating on picking up. This Lost Planet Extreme Conditions, pretty cheap as well, but I ended up passing up on it simply because it was missing a manual. Over here I spotted 3 DS games and they were all priced at $1 a piece. You had this Brain Age game, Nancy Drew The Hidden Staircase, and then this Wheel of Fortune game. I absolutely picked all 3 of these up. This is pretty much the stack that I was coming away with. The next place we're checking out is a half-price books. I just made a very quick visit in here to see if I could find anything potentially profitable or great to add to my collection. These glass cases seem to be a bit more empty than how they usually are. Must have been picked through over the holidays. Looking over the PlayStation section and didn't see much with the PlayStation 3, just saw this Ratchet game. In the PlayStation 4 though, I found a Batman VR game. I wasn't sure if this was the new one or not. I believe this is the old one, but I've heard some great things about the newer one. And then we got Skylanders Imaginators for around 15 bucks. This game does value for around $30 to $40, so I did take a chance on it and decided to pick it up. Other than that, I didn't see too much. Found this Guitar Hero game. And then also a Mafia 3, which I definitely want to check out these Mafia games. I've played the first one, but haven't had a chance to play the second and third. There were a few interesting games in the Xbox 360 section as well. Found this 2K collection of games, BioShock, Borderlands, and XCOM, which is pretty cool. Got this Castlevania Lord of Shadows. Would definitely pick this up just for my personal collection. $10 is actually pretty cheap. Over here on the side though, I spotted this Lost Odyssey game for $20, which is a decent deal. I think this game goes for around $25 to $30. Lastly, we're checking out the anime section, and I do watch a little bit of anime, TV shows and series and movies, and also collect these Studio Ghibli movies. So anytime I can find them for a good price, I pick them up. But over here, I found this Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker animated movie. I had never seen this before. Not the biggest fan of Dragon Age, but for $7.50 in brand new condition, I felt like that was a pretty good deal just to add to the collection. They had a really nice assortment of stuff over here at this half-price bookstore. Definitely need to check out this section more often. Hello. I'll grab these two.
For roll-up wrapper? $21.42.
Here we are at the game showcase. We made 3 sales. The first one is going to be this game right here, this Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition. We sold this one for $26.50 and picked it up for around $5 at a pawn shop. The next game we sold is going to be this Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, brand new and sealed. We sold this one for $18.50 and also picked it up for around $5 at a game store. The last item we sold is actually going to be down here. It's this Dark Souls 3 on the PlayStation 4. We sold this one for $15.50. Gonna get these packaged and shipped after eBay fees and shipping. This is how much we'll get to add back to our game fund. For like the loose games, or can I take a peek at them as well?
Yeah, let me grab the key so you can take a look at these, and then PlayStation 3 and 4 and Xbox.
Have you guys been getting a lot of games recently?
Yeah, I know we got a nice stack that recently came in too.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
What's that one? That you guys have it. Oh, sorry. I think on this side, I was interested in this Call of Duty. You might have to help me.
This one's the combo?
Yeah.
Let me double check because I know.
Okay, I think it might be missing.
Yeah.
Something.
It might be just.
Black Ops 2.
If there is a Black Ops in here, I'll just see if I can throw it in. Since
Okay.
it's supposed to be a combo. But
Would
since
you
we have
do
those,
that?
I'll work out a deal.
Okay, so that works. Thanks. Okay, cool.
Fun one to try to get out.
Yeah. Okay, that should be good.
Red Dead Revolver.
Revolver game.
Pretty much the first one to the Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Which is really cool to see.
Yeah.
So what's that?
The original concept. Two.
I guess this Clue game looks pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll take this Rocky one out.
Okay.
Then, yeah. So. That's cool.
Yeah, and I know we have a lot more online because like we have some stuff in the back that we have as well that we don't have the room to put out here.
Oh.
Well, now that we've.
For our last stop, we're checking out a Mega Media Xchange and just kind of browsing around the video game sections. We got the Xbox One section, and I found this Bully game. I played this a ton on the Xbox 360. Such an underrated game for its time. Moving on to this section right here, I spotted a couple interesting games. The first one was this Samurai Showdown game, and then this Rock Band 4 game for $8. I think if it was a little bit cheaper, I would have grabbed it, but this game values for around $20, so a great deal if you were looking to purchase this game to play. And then next to that was a Rocksmith game for $7, and I just recently flipped this one. This one values at around $30-ish, and so I did decide to pick this one up. I'm gonna show you guys this Nintendo Switch section next, and they actually had some decent games for pretty cheap. I saw this Bendy and the Ink Machine for $16, and that's actually a great deal. The game values for around $30 to $40, so I definitely did pick that one up as well. I'm always looking at the Switch section, looking for games to add to the collection that I can find for a great deal. They had a small anime section over here as well in this glass case. But next to that, I actually spotted a couple bins of Skylander items and accessories. Got a bunch of portals right here, and if you can find the right ones for the Xbox One or PS4, they do definitely hold some value. But unfortunately, all of these were for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 generation. I did decide to pick this one up for the Xbox 360. Took a chance on it. Maybe we will find a game on the 360 to pair along with it. But yeah, for $2, really couldn't beat that. Decided to browse the accessories as well. Got some mics up here along with some Xbox 360 hard drives. They sometimes price these pretty low because they're just trying to get rid of these. But back here I spotted a dongle, and I believe it's an Xbox 360 dongle that you plug into a PC, which should allow you to connect controllers. That one was only $2.
Alright, I'll be right there.
We are now back in the game room, and that wraps up our game hunting for this week. We went to a good amount of places and picked up a decent amount of games. It was nice to head back to the antique store to check up on my case and also look for some video games around. I did happen to spot a couple of video games on a shelf that were all pretty cheap. We got 3 Nintendo DS games, all for $1 a piece. Nothing too special though, just the Wheel of Fortune game. And these all happen to be complete as well, which is great. We got a Brain Age game. I feel like I find these games so often on the DS. And then lastly, we just got a Nancy Drew The Hidden Staircase. Looks like a detective mystery style game. We got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution on the Xbox 360. And this one was priced at, I think, $2. So a really good price. Not the biggest fan of Naruto, but really cool to be able to find this. Then we took a quick peek at one of my friend's display cases and picked up 2 Nintendo games. We got Captain America Super Soldier. I'm a decent fan of the Marvel movies. It's awesome to be able to see these solo Marvel characters in these games. Apparently this game takes place in the World War II era, of course, and Captain America is fighting Hydra's army and going after Red Skull. Not the greatest game, it's kind of bland and generic for a Wii game. And then the other game we picked up is Shrek 2, one of my childhood favorites, on the GameCube as well. Really like this game because it was just 4-player couch co-op. You get to play as a ton of characters, each of them with their own abilities, and just follow through with the Shrek 2 movie storyline, I guess. I'm gonna start checking out more half-price bookstores as well because I got so many of those little coupons. We got these coupon books at the end of last year because when you spend over, I think like 30 bucks, you get these 10% off coupons for each month. We picked up 2 items. We got this Dragon Age Dawn of the Seeker animated movie. Never knew this existed. This is brand new and sealed. I don't know too much about the Dragon Age storyline. I've only played like 1 or 2 of the games. And then the second item we got is this Skylander Imaginators game. Always be on the lookout for this. This game values for around $30 to $40, and we picked it up for 15 bucks, so not the greatest, but we still got that 10% coupon for these games and items as well. We made a quick visit to the PayMore electronics store. There are 3 of these stores in my area, so I try to visit them pretty often whenever I can. They have a 5 for 20 deal now. It used to be like 4 for 25, but I guess they switched it to 5 for 20, and I'm really happy with that. So we picked up 5 games. We got 1 Nintendo game, just this Clue game on the Super Nintendo. I wanted to come away with 1 Nintendo game at least. There really wasn't anything special in there, but we found a Super Nintendo game. Not sure how this game plays. We got 2 PlayStation 2 games. This Makai Kingdom, Chronicles of the Sacred Tomb. I had never seen this game before, so that was a good clue to pick this up. Also developed by NIS America, which are really popular for making these JRPG style games. It's a tactical game from what I can see. Strategy RPG, returns with a bang. You guys let me know if this is a good game or not. Looks pretty cool though. And then we got Red Dead Revolver, which I actually did play through this game and really enjoyed it. It's like the first Red Dead game. You absolutely have to check this out if you're a fan of Red Dead or just Western style games. We got a loose Xbox One game, this Rocksmith Remastered. We actually got 2 Rocksmith games this week. And this is the more popular one, the remastered version. Not sure what the difference is, but these games are popular because they allow you to learn how to play the guitar. You can plug an actual guitar into the game and play it. And then for the last games, it was kind of weird. We found this Call of Duty combo pack, but it was missing Black Ops 1. So the employee just simply gave me the second disc, which was the original Black Ops games. So we got the Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. And then for our last stop, we made a visit to Mega Media Xchange and picked up a couple weird assortment of items. We got this Xbox 360 dongle, and this was not what I was expecting. The price sticker was kind of blocking it, so I didn't really get a good look at this. I thought this was supposed to be an Xbox 360 controller dongle for a PC. So this would allow you to connect Xbox 360 controllers to it, but there isn't like a sync button on here, and this is a very generic little accessory. So from what I can tell, this might just be a dongle for a specific controller, which I do not have. Just gonna take the loss with this one. They had a couple of portals for like $2, and I just picked up this Xbox 360 one. I guess if I ever do come across the game, it'll be good to pair with that. We picked up this Rocksmith game on the Xbox One, and this one is complete. It doesn't hold as much value as the other one, but yeah, pretty happy to be able to pick this up for like $6, $7. And then lastly, we got Bendy and the Ink Machine on the Nintendo Switch. We got this one for around $15, and this one actually values for around $30 to $40. I'd say it's a decently popular game. It's a puzzle horror style game. You're in search of an ink machine and you just need to turn it on. But there are certain levels and puzzles that you have to go through. You got to search for specific items to progress to the next area. And that's all the items that we grabbed for this week. Gonna add it all to the collection. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything for the whiteboard, but really happy with what we did get. Thank you guys all for tuning into this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next one.